Okay, good evening. So today, Bhagwan's Murli originally spoken on 3rd November 1981. So Baba says, do not be a warrior, but be seated on the heart throne. So this is more about being golden age, not silver age. That was the main theme of today's Murli. So Baba says, today the Father, the foreigner from the faraway land, has come to meet his children. He has come to remind you, children, of your original home. He has also come to make you powerful and take you back home with him. Do you now remember your original home? This land is foreign. It is a foreign kingdom in which everything you see is old. Whether you look at people or things, what do you see? Everything has reached a state of total decay. There is darkness everywhere. While living in such a land, all of you need living in such a land. While living in such a land, all of you souls have been tied up in various types of bondage. It is only then that the Father comes and reminds you of your original form and your original home, frees you from bondage, and takes you back to your original home. As well as this, we also make each of you the master of your own self. So, are all of you children ready to go back to your original home? You're not those who just keep saying, we will go there, we will go there. In the play you created, everyone said that they want to go to heaven, but very few were ready to go there. Have you settled all your karmic accounts? Or are there some still remaining? Have you celebrated the completion ceremony of finishing your karmic accounts? Or are you still preparing to do that? You don't think that you will celebrate the completion ceremony at the end, do you? Only if you celebrate the completion ceremony now, will you be able to celebrate the perfection ceremony at the end. All of your old karmic accounts have to be settled. By doing this now, you will be able to attain the status of being free from bondage for a long time and also be liberated in life for a long time. Otherwise, you will be battling warrior till the end. What would the reward be of someone who leads a life of battling till the end? A warrior life is a life of being a child. Each of you have now become a master of your own self. You have been given your tilak of awareness and been seated on the heart throne of the Father. Can those who are seated on their heart on this heart throne be warriors? You have been given your throne and crown, Taj or Takht, which are the reward you get for winning the battle. Have you not yet received your present reward and instant fruit? Have you attained the reward of the confluence age, or do you still have to attain it? What is the song you sing? Is it, I have attained everything I want, Pana Taso Palia? Or is it, I have yet to attain everything? Since the present is connected to the future, and your future reward is, is to last 2500 years, is the present reward going to last for 5 or 6 months at the end, or the 5 days or 5 hours at the end, or for the whole duration of the confluence age? If the reward of the confluence age is not going to last for a long time, how would your future reward last for long time? Since it is to last for 2500 years there, would your reward here not be for at least 25 years? If, having become the direct children of the Father, you do not receive your inheritance of the present time for the whole duration of the confluence age, then what have you attained? Having become a child of the one who is the master of the mines of all treasures, if you do not become full of all those treasures, then what have you been doing since you became a child of the master? Success is our birthright. If you say this and yet do not experience constant success, what have you been doing since you claimed your birthright? Having become a child of the two fathers, who are the bestowers of the fortune, if you haven't become one who is multi-million times fortunate, what have you been doing since you became a child of both fathers? The Father, as the bestower of blessings, has shown you the extremely easy method to perform elevated actions and have divine and elevated behavior. However, if you still haven't become an embodiment of success, then what have you been doing? Is it that you like to battle, labor, and do everything slowly and comfortably at your own pace? Do you like being on battlefield? Do you not like the heart throne? If you do like this throne, then remember that Maya cannot come to anyone seated on the heart throne. It is when you get off that throne and go on to the battlefield that you have to live. Some children are not able to stay without fighting and battle. If they don't find anyone else to fight with, they have a tug of war with themselves. Sanskaras of battling make them leave the throne and go on to the battle. Finish your sanskara of battling now. Imbibe the sanskara of ruling. Become one who has received the reward. Only then will you be able to become one who receives the reward of the future for a long time. What would you become if you have a warrior life till the end? You would then have to become part of the moon dynasty. The sign of the sun dynasty soul is that soul will be constantly dancing in happiness. He will constantly be swinging in the swing of supersensuous joy. Rama of the moon dynasty is never shown swinging in the swing, nor is he ever shown performing a dance. He is only shown with the bow and arrow, which is a symbol of battle. Therefore, he receives the fortune of the kingdom later. You would not say that the kingdom of only half the period is for a long period of time. So, constantly swing in this swing, whilst staying in the harmony with everyone. Constantly continue to dance in happiness. This is known as being an embodiment of the reward of the confluence age. How much longer are you going to continue to say that you are an effort maker? You make effort now and receive the reward now. It is not that you make effort at the confluence age and only receive the reward in the golden age. You have to become one who receive the reward of the confluence age. Sow the seed now and eat the fruit of that now. Since scientists are able to increase the speed of their achievement, so too you, with your power of silence, need to also increase your speed even more. Do you not? Or is it that you are going to do everything in one birth and receive the reward of that in your next birth? Those people try to go faster than the speed of sound. They want to do everything in less than a second. They are ready to destroy the whole world in such a short time. So would you souls who are instruments for establishment not experience doing something fast, doing something in a second, and receive the reward of that in a second? Do you understand what you now have to do? Eat the instant fruit. Do you not like instant fruit? Is it that you only like to eat fruit for which you have labored? It is because you have been eating the dry fruit of your labor that you became so weak, blind, with no intellect, no wisdom, and unable to perform elevated actions. Now, at least eat fresh, instant fruit. Change labor into love. Acha? To those who always have the sanskara of royal dynasty, to those who have a right to all treasures, which means those who are children and masters, to those who constantly have the sanskaras of experiencing the reward of the confluence age, and who eat the instant fruit, to those who are constant embodiments of attainments, who are constantly free from all bondage and are living a life of liberation in the confluence age. To the children who remain seated on the seat, on the throne, and wear their crown, Babdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So let's take a pause here. So let's quickly revise. Baba is talking about not being a warrior, but being seated on the heart throne. If you are a warrior till the end, then you'll end up in warrior clan. If you're seated at heart throne, Maya cannot come. So you'll be experiencing that now. So it's time to settle our karmic accounts, Celebrate the completion ceremony and also perfection ceremony. So whatever we accumulate now has to last for thousands of years. So have this awareness, success is my birthright. So Baba has come to take us back home, give all the treasure. Baba, the bestower of blessing. I've shown the easy method to perform elevated actions and have divine and elevated behavior. Some children aren't able to stay without fighting and battling. If they don't find anyone else to fight, they have tug of war with themselves. Try to see, are there any instances where this thing is happening? Let's meditate on this. Being Baba's children, bring your awareness to your body, fully relaxed in this very beautiful morning, feeling very safe. The mind very calm and clear. Your intellect naturally focused on yourself, that being of pure peace, the center of your forehead. Spacious mind, that pure stillness. And your heart is very clean and clear. Feel that loving presence filling your heart. And your heart very open, very spacious, and very much at home. That pure loving silence. And your heart gravitates towards Baba. Baba, the ocean of love. Let your heart stay in tune with Baba, the pure ocean of love. Offer everything that you have to Baba to take it. Relax into this loving stillness, deeply absorbed in Baba's loving heart. At home in Paramna, absorbing all the powers, enriching your sense of lightness. Extend that loving light in all directions to everyone. Extend that healing light. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome back. Beautiful Murli. So what is your takeaway from today's Murli?
Om Shanti Shabbat. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Home, home, sweet home.
Hmm.
Going back home. Ab ghar jana hai. I think this is all. And for any person after a big drive, wherever you go, we would like to all come back home to our, what we say, to those cuddly pillows and the fluffy blankets, which is only there in our homes, we know. Or what they say, you may go places anywhere. Life takes you to so many places, but love brings you back home.
Hmm.
So can you can have your dreams anywhere, but you want to sleep, you have to come back to your home. That's how they always say. And even Baba has used that same stick of Abagari Jana, and that to the end of the Kalpa. The last years when he knows we all souls are tired, we need to go back home. And he has already started the return journey, told us how to go. And if I just saw in the Murli, like the part which you read out, it's divided into two. The first part, Baba speaks about my original home. And that is where I think we would like to go, because that's where Shiv Baba is. The second part of the home is not going to be there at all. Today, every day, even though you are going to Paramdam every day, you make your journey there, you do make it every time. Of course, there is Sachar Swarup where Baba takes us to the different kingdoms and the other things, but I think nothing like going to Paramdam. It may be only a visual treat. It may be only I just see going to Paramdam like a red thing, but that the feeling of home really comes there. And the way Baba says, why I like this going home is it's everyone are going to go there because everyone are not going to come down to the sun dynasty and moon dynasty. But each one of us are going to go up over there, and some of them are going to remain there for a longer time. That's why I like this concept of going back home, which Baba mentions. The original form, the original thing. I think it's such a nice experience going home. For me, I love it because it's Shiv Baba is there. And I'm doing this rehearsals now every time in Amrit Vela. And just see that final scene. I have always loved that final scene when I'm not talking about the destruction, I'm talking about the swarms of souls which are just going to follow the light. And isn't that such a beautiful thing to know the whole world, all these souls are going to go together? That's home. Home is where everyone is invited. Everyone. But the next part, what you're talking, everyone is not invited. For that, you've got so many things to when you have to come down. That's why I think I love the first part of the movie, going home to sweet Baba.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yeah, Vijay Bhai.
Yeah, from Shanti. So Baba would like to see us eating the instant food towards the end. Baba says eat the instant food, don't eat dried fruits, which is actually making us weak, blind, and the intellect is also becoming weak. It seems Baba says that that's why we are unable to perform the legal action. So he would like to see us changing from labor into lab. So the other way the instant fruit is that Papa would like us to enjoy is this the happiness and constantly singing in the super senses joy, dancing in happiness. So we have to enjoy that so much. And Baba says the Rama, the moon dynasty Rama, he doesn't really enjoy that, or he doesn't really show that he is singing in the sing. It is always Sri Krishna who's singing. Like there's a little child, uh, Janmashtami and all, right? So this ritual is there that the Matas will put him in that swing and then sing, right? So which is not shown for Lama, right? So Baba would like to eat this instant fruit that which we only get at this time conference stage. So you have to change from a warrior to uh, to be seated in Baba's heart throne. So only then we'll be able to experience this stage. Om Shanti. Thank you.
So can you elaborate a little bit around what does it mean to be seated on Baba's heart throne? We all understand what does it mean to battle. We'll battle with the situation, with the people. What does it mean to be seated on Baba's heart throne whilst being in this world? Being in this world, doing all our karmic accounts, especially when karmic accounts come, where things are not in your control and
Right.
people are in all over. So you definitely have to deal with the situation, but at the same time, what does it
Yeah,
mean to be in Baba's heart throne?
yeah, I think, see, uh, uh, um, basically we'll have to give time. So, to stay with Papa, to do what he says. So I think in yesterday's or day before yesterday's, Murli had this point of Sakar Murli. Baba was saying that, so if you have too much of things happening, or you are too much of busy doing this in your business, right, then you will not have time to remember Baba. Your mind will be fully engaged with that. Right. So here uh, we have to keep our mind easy and also free, right, to remember Baba and also remember what he says and then do what he says. And that's going to really give us Baba's remembrance. Right. So when we give time to stay with Baba, to remember Baba, that's when we enjoy. So battling is when we try to sit in remembrance, we start remembering worldly things. So I think the fundamental thing is to remember me or have the awareness that I'm a soul. So that's going to take me or make me to remember or that consistency or to remember him or to give the um, a remembrance of God, Baba. So eventually, the more I try to deep go in that, and then the more I'm going to enjoy staying in his company and also experiences the heart through being seated in his heart. Now, you can throw more light. Shall I mention?
Yeah, it is nice. Anyone else would like to add? Yeah, so there is one point in the chat, not to have Parachintan or Paradarshan, but to have Paramatam Chintan, Swadarshan and Paramatam Chintan. Yeah, to churn the knowledge. Mhm.
Harsha Bhai, if you see in the Murli, you were speaking about the heart throne.
Mm,
I think, first of all, to be legitimate to sit on the throne, there's only one concept, I think, that I am child of the God. I
mm,
am his child. See, and that concept, if it is there, the world, they do not think that they are child of Shiv Baba. So if each one of us get that concept, we would all be on the earth throne. But we are not allowed to sit over there because we are childish at times and we come down from the heart throne. So that's what you can call. That's why Baba is saying, "You, I have given you a mind full of treasures. What have you been doing all this time? What you were doing when you've got so much treasures? Can't you take your birthright of being a child?" And we have two fathers. So I think these questions are more for us, for people for people like us whom we got Baba's recognition, we've got Baba's treasures, we've got his heart throne, but still we are battling. But I don't think it's for the rest part of the world, who are still not recognized, who do not even know there's a throne, leave alone a heart throne. That's why I said this, going back home at the end, it showing is like showing everyone the way to the door, the way to the throne, the way how. So it's that love which will give. So I didn't understand here what Baba meant about uh, you're not going to sit on the hearth throne. Are you just going to be warriors? That relationship I just could not get. If suppose you could just even relate it, the title of the Murli.
mm. So don't be a warrior, but be seated on heart throne. So yeah.
So one thing is, so we need to have that a ruling power,
Mm.
right? So if we are unable to rule over the self, we are unable to channelize ourselves on a point that which Baba wants us to ponder upon, or right? We are not able to get soaked into that point and that the feeling that which Baba would like to take us to it, and uh, then we are not able to enjoy it because our intellect start pondering outside, and then we don't enjoy it, right? And then it becomes a type of like Baba said. That's where it's really become tough. We don't really, though we would like to sit in Baba's heart throne, but the, the we are unable to, have that ruling power. We um, unknowingly come out of that zone. Okay.
Mm. So in psychology, they have this thinking that emotions, if you regulate your emotions properly, the behaviors, or in other words, your dharma, your expression, will be handled properly. So one of the things I found, I was thinking is most of the time when we do yoga, we focus our mind and intellect. But heart is sometimes in, sometimes not in. Sometimes it is technical. Sometimes we may feel little bit, but the stage of being blissed out and stay absorbed. If I'm really blissed out, in other words, not my heart, not my mind, the place where I generate thoughts or visualization or focus, but the place where I can feel. That space is actually not staying in Baba's loving light, loving energy, Baba's heart. So if my heart is in Baba's heart, so the stillness will be very natural. Our mind will be nirsankal, and I'm not only still, but I'm in that absorbed in that loving stillness. So if I feel the subtle aspect where Baba is bringing our attention is our heart full, because Baba is anyhow perfect and complete. Is my heart full with Baba's love and light, and I am in the state that I don't need anything and I don't have to do anything. Or is my mind going out like, oh, look, I need to take care of this situation, or I have to take care of this, that, and the other. So that state where heart is very much in still, but intellect may say that, look, you got to get ready for the Murli, or you have to get ready for the office, you have to get ready for this meeting, or you have to get ready to tackle this difficult person. Uh, Only intellect will do what it has to do, but the heart will not shift. And in other words, your intellect or the thoughts that is coming in your mind will not even be, will have these words like, oh, I have to deal with this difficult person. It would be more like more merciful, more compassionate. Oh, I need to take care of this soul. Take care of, or I need to uplift this soul. And your whole train of your heart is at different level. So I think the practice Baba is asking us to, when he say like we have control. He is asking, do you have control on your heart? What it is engaged with? It's not only control on your heart, but is your heart free to feel Baba's love? Or is your heart preoccupied with some pain which is blocking you from absorbing Baba's love? So there needs some cleansing that needs to happen there. So, which is blocking. We are going there, we are taking the horse to the water, but it's like a lotus leaf. Nothing is sticking, nothing is getting absorbed. It's just rolling off because the heart is so deeply coated with all of this worldly emotions. We are just becoming very technical, and then not even if you dip like a plastic paper in a water, nothing goes in, nothing gets absorbed. So I think Baba is asking us around that part. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I was just channeling that. Any other thoughts? Feel free to add, comment. Yeah, Girija Ben, you have some comments on the chat. Akal, yeah, yeah, that is true. First, we need to stabilize ourselves on the Akal Takht, and then we can stabilize ourselves on Baba's Takht, heart throne, Dil Takht. Yeah, there is another comment by Om Shanti, the brother soul. Forget and forgive, not hold on to past. Forgive self for the decision. Yeah, that forgetting forgiveness has to happen at the level of heart. That there is a saying, I can forget, but I can never forgive. I can forgive you, but never forget what you did to me. So, and that is strange. Once you experience something, you cannot say that I didn't experience that. Once you think of that person, the emotion connected to that person is still there. You cannot wash away that feeling that you had with that person unless you shift your sense of self itself. That I am not the one who engaged in that interaction, but I am this eternal soul, and this eternal soul, have this eternal love and light. Another person is also an eternal soul. They're just like yesterday, Baba was talking about. Look, drama is predestined. No, nothing can be done about it. Everyone is playing their part. Just that. And reality is they're all actors. They don't mean what they did, and shift your feelings towards other person. Then from inside out, your feelings towards other person has to change. Until I'll forget the incident, I cannot forget what experience I had interacting with that person. Unless I forget that was a drama, that was an emotion triggered by the uh, things that happened on the stage, and connect to that person in the backstage as they are, not as the actor of the role that they are playing. And then that feeling, when it comes back, the feeling that is created between you and the other person on the stage cannot be erased. That's just some thoughts.
Yeah, Hashaba, even I was just the brother who had just mentioned something about forgive and forgetting. Even I felt, see, I always take this to be a two process. As I said, first I should know to sit on my throne. What happens, as Baba often mentions in so many Sakar Murlis, wandering thoughts. You sit and you just say on your soul, but immediately your thoughts wander. Why? Because these kind of things I have not forgiven, I have not let gone. They are all influencers, they are all attractions, they are all attachments, they are all negative forces. And Baba always mentions in many of the Sakat Murli, you have to be away from these negative things, away from these attractions, away from these attachments. So then I can be rooted in my throne. Once you're rooted in, it's like a quick fix, but it's not so, but there is no bliss in it. I'm seated on my heart throne. It gives me a form, it gives me a stability. Next, what? So when I'm there, I'm attracted, I'm pulled by the gravitational pull up above to the heart throne. So that gravitational pull is automatic when you are rooted. That's why it's lesson one. One that it's there, I needn't even think. The heart throne pulls me because I have nothing to influence me, nothing to pull me out from the thing. So I go there, then I feel there is bliss. Then the battles or thing reduces. I think these influencers, these attractions is what one should, for that, I should do my, as somebody rightly said, all these things you should finish and commence. I feel even that way that thing can stop. It was just a thought.
Yeah. Any other thoughts? Any other techniques that you tried that worked for you? Nimran, Chandrakala, Bhanubai. Jitna Ben. That's right. Vijay Bhai says the level of purity also plays a role. Yeah, and again, the level of pure bliss, pure joy, pure experiences. Yeah, and at the end of the day, heart all only knows experiences, only knows that feeling. And once it feels something, it starts absorbing like a blotting paper, not like a plastic thing. So you want to make your heart like a blotting paper, unless not like a wax paper. So we have to make effort to clean, remove that thin wax coating on our heart, which is blocking us from absorbing Baba's love and light. So you got to scratch a little bit and get a taste of it, uh, and then start cleansing. Okay, unless anyone having thoughts or comments. Uh, Om Shanti says, a hearty person has connectivity, a sense of communication with the highest, easiness, courage, and get benefit. Yeah, Baba's virtues and powers works. Yeah, 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 that's right. And especially in the therapy, in psychologists, they have this term called therapeutic alliance. So wherein you are you put yourself in a listener mode, wherein you get to hear what's behind, what's between, and then you can just, yeah, we have to come from the space of heart. Okay, let's take few minutes to meditate. Relax, not only your body, your mind, and your intellect. More you relax, more you loosen up whatever is occupying your mind, your heart. More you relax, more you increase your concentration. Relax your heart. Open your heart. Concentrate your heart. Engage your heart on something which is very subtle, very pure and eternal. Go deep into that subtle, pure, and powerful, loving space. Take your heart into that which is ever pure, ever loving, never judgmental, always accepting and uplifting. Take your heart into that ocean of love. Bring that pure ocean into your heart, welling up from your heart. Let Baba's love and light radiate from your heart, erasing all that trauma, all the hurt, keeping you in the deep sense of contentment, melting away all that which is fleeting emotions. Keep your attention in the deep. Keep your heart engaged in that pure and powerful. Feel Baba's loving light. Feel the warmth. And focus to make it intense. Focus. Try to feel the sharpness of Baba's love, which is lifting off that heaviness on your chest, heaviness in your heart. Focus. And engage in love, that love light. And let Baba heal or handle your emotional challenges. Let Baba's love heal all the hearts, all the pain in everyone's hearts. you are in touch with. Our karmic accounts are with those who we are in touch with. Let Baba's love and light heal the pain in everybody's hearts. Hand over all your relations to Baba. Like a child fully absorbed in Mom's loving heart. Stay absorbed, carefree, deep stillness. And allow this healing to continue. Carry Baba's love and light for the rest of the day and stay in the deep. Keep your heart in the deep. Keep an eye on your heart. Om Shanti, Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Wishing you all a happy Navratri. Thank you, Harshabai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a wonderful day.